Welcome to the 2013-2014 installation guide for the Profiler Soil Moisture Monitoring System. Required equipment for the install is the Profiler Telemetry Box, U-bolts, 3 Watermark sensors, a T-post that is 7 to 8 feet tall, a T-post driver, flags, a 7/16 wrench, the wiring manual, a backsaver probe, flagging tape, cable tie straps, and a number 2 Phillips screwdriver. Optional equipment includes the 4th Watermark, which is either 6 inches or 48 inches, and the tipping rain bucket. Before installation, make sure that Watermark sensors are soaked for 8 to 10 minutes, followed by a 24-hour drying period. You should repeat this twice before installations, and only wet sensors should be installed in the soil. To install the telemetry box, make sure that you are using a 7 to 8 foot T-post to mount your control box and solar panel unit. When installing, mount the box to ensure that the solar panel faces south. On north-south planted rows, install the T-post between 2 rows on the south side of all sensors. On east-west planted rows, install the T-post in the same row as the sensors. Once the box is installed on the T-post, it's time to wire the solar panel into the board. Find the group of terminals with the label PWR. Connect the white wire from the solar panel to the terminal marked Solar as shown in the graphic. Then, connect the black wire from the solar panel to the terminal marked GND as shown in the graphic. Once you've finished that, it's time for coring and installing the sensors. A backsaver probe with a .560 inch diameter tip and a .875 OD sampling tube is recommended. Core each hole to the proper depth for each sensor. Make sure you save this soil for the soil texture test later on. Insert the Watermark into the soil and make sure that the sensor is to the bottom of the cored hole. If done right, about 7 inches of PVC pipe will be above ground after installing the sensors. Once you've installed the sensors in the ground, it's time to wire them into the telemetry box. For the first Watermark sensor, find the first group of terminals inside the box. Connect the first green wire from the Watermark sensor labeled 1 to the terminal marked GND. Connect the second green wire from the Watermark sensor labeled 1 to the terminal marked SIG. Repeat this process with the remaining watermarks, with the watermark labeled 2 going in the second group of terminals, the watermark labeled 3 in the third group of terminals. To connect the temperature sensor, find the group of terminals with the group labeled TEMP. Connect one red wire from the 200TS Temp Sensor to the terminal marked GND as shown in the graphic. Connect the second red wire from the 200TS Temp Sensor to the terminal marked Temp as shown in the graphic. The temperature sensor is only in the 12-inch Watermark sensor. These are the red wires you see. If installing the optional 6-inch Watermark, be sure to wire that one into the first group of terminals, and then repeat with the following watermarks, i.e., Watermark labeled 1 would go in the second terminal, and so on. If installing the 48-inch optional Watermark, install that in the 4th terminal, with the same processes as Watermarks 1 through 3. To install the optional rain bucket, attach the rain bucket to the bracket, and then mount it to your T-post above the telemetry box. Remove the outer black bucket by twisting the base and bucket at the same time. Once the outer black bucket is removed, level the rain bucket platform using the sight gauge located on the side of the bucket. Cut the cable tie and remove it from around the tipping bucket. Reinstall the outer bracket, then wire to the control box. To wire the rain bucket into the telemetry box, find the group of terminals with the group labeled Rain. Connect the green wire from the rain bucket to the terminal marked GND. Then connect the red wire from the rain bucket to the terminal marked Rain. Now it's time to turn on the Profiler. First, ground yourself on the T-post, and then search for the on-off switch towards the top near the display. After switching it on, you will see a readout go through several dialog boxes. As soon as the display reads nothing except for the word AquaTrack, you are able to put the cover back on the Profiler.